Get our damage. What are they down to? 4? Ooh. Oh yeah, with the Onyx triggers? Heck yeah. Both pests. Plus we got Witherbloom triggers. That's game. That's gotta be game. Yes! Oh, that was such a frustrating game. Yes! Whew. Hello everybody, what's up, what's going on? My name's Kyle. Thank you so much for stopping by to check out my video on my YouTube channel, Arena Hacks. Today, I'm looking at revisiting a deck that I revisit from time to time ever since Strixhaven came out. When Strixhaven came out, if you weren't around and playing Magic or on Arena, or you weren't following the game too much at that point, there was a deck, a Witherbloom deck, which is basically Golgari, and it was called, what did people call it? Witherbloom Sacrifice? I can't remember what it was. I don't think, maybe there wasn't an A, just the Witherbloom deck. But it was all about sacrificing your creatures to win that way, getting Drain and Gain. Now there was, back when Strixhaven first came out, Bastion of Remembrance was the big card that put this all together and made it happen. An enchantment that gives you a little creature that you love to sacrifice, or for card draw, or even if it just dies as a chump blocker, you're still draining your opponent for life, gaining life, all that stuff. And the big thing was to pop off by building up a whole bunch of pest tokens, sacrificing them all to Plumb the Forbidden, getting things from Witherbloom Apprentice. So for the original copy of Plumb the Forbidden, plus every copy you get for each creature you sacrifice. I'll hover on this card again a little bit. So basically, yeah, the spell is 2 mana, you draw a card and lose 1 life. But you're allowed to sacrifice as many of the creatures as you want when you cast Plumb the Forbidden. When you do, you copy Plumb the Forbidden for each creature you sacrificed when doing it. So, Magecraft triggers whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell. Plumb the Forbidden is an instant. And so even on the copies, right? So you sacrifice all these creatures, you get all these little ping damages, you're attacking maybe with your pest tokens if your opponents don't have blockers and stuff like that, and you would win by draining them of health, usually with the Bastion of Remembrance, Witherbloom Apprentice. Some people would have Dina in it. The other one was also Professor Onyx. She is from Strixhaven, and she has her Magecraft draining game, much like the Witherbloom Apprentice. Your opponent loses 1 life, and you gain 1 life on a Magecraft trigger. Onyx is 2 life drain and gain on a Magecraft trigger, so that's another way to close out the game here. Another good rare that people had in this deck was Sedgemoor Witch, and Magecraft ability. Whenever you cast or copy, you're creating a 1/1 pest token, and we all know how they work. You see the little image right there. Whenever it dies, you gain a life. It's a 1/1 green and black pest creature token. So if we were to sacrifice a whole bunch of creatures, whether they're pests or not, to a Plumb the Forbidden, draw a whole bunch of cards for the original Plumb the Forbidden and all of its copies, we are getting that many pests. So that's creatures we can sacrifice again to another Plumb the Forbidden, or something like a Deadly Dispute, which I have in here, which could arguably be exchanged for a Village Rites, costing only 1 mana to sack a creature and draw a card. However, the Deadly Dispute I find is slightly more versatile because we can create treasures with it, and if we draw an additional Deadly Dispute later on in the game, but our opponent just board wiped or something like that, and we have no creatures to sacrifice, we can always sacrifice that treasure token we created with the first one. And I say it like that because we can't create treasure tokens any other way in this deck other than Deadly Dispute. So if we're sacrificing a treasure or any artifact, because we have no artifacts, it's going to be a treasure token that a different Deadly Dispute created for us. So to go in this deck, we've got lots of learn between Hunt for Specimens and Eyetwitch. So 8 learn cards gives us this nice full sideboard of lessons. Pretty much the same as anybody who follows my channel and watches what I'm into. 2 environmental sciences to make sure we hit our land drops, gain some life. So if we're forcing lands into our hand from casting a 2-mana spell, odds are we're not going to have enough mana to play much else in the early game, so that extra life gain really helps us hang in there against aggro decks as we build up our lands and get the stuff we need. Containment Breach for hitting those artifacts, pesky artifacts and enchantments, creating a pest token if the artifact or enchantment has a low enough mana that we destroy. Necrotic Fumes, we can exile one of our pest tokens. We don't really want to exile our Eyetwitch or any non-token creatures, because then we don't get them, because it's exiling, we don't get them back, right? So we exile one of our own pest tokens, and we get to exile target creature or planeswalker that our opponent has. 2 pest summonings instead of 2 mascot exhibitions, because this deck is more about sacrificing our little creatures that also give us something when they die. In this case, they give us 1 life. So 2 pest summonings instead of 2 mascots, but of course 1 mascot exhibition in there just because it's awesome. And it does give us creature tokens to sacrifice and or exile. 2 Lair of the Hydras, 2 Hive of the Eye Tyrants, because they just help us get that extra damage in when if we're up against a control deck who's not letting us set up our combo pieces. And I did have an even split of 4 forests and 4 swamps. But I had a couple other green cards in here. I can't remember what they were. Some other ones, not just Containment Breach. So I figured we really want a slight bias on black because it's almost entirely mono black anyways. So yeah, I just adjusted the lands by 1, and we now have a 5-to-3 ratio between our basics. 4 Pathways, 4 Deathcap Glades, and 4 Necroblossom Snarls, which often come into play tapped because we only have 8 basic lands, and those are the only 8 lands we can reveal to get this on the play to untapped. But sometimes we are able to play it untapped, and it's the only 4 cards that are pretty much always tapped, except these 4 cards up here, which are okay early game. So early game, we don't care if we get any of these, any of our basics, obviously. And so it's all just these 8 cards here that are going to be tapped early game. Late game, it's these 4 cards here that are going to be tapped. And again, the Necroblossom. It's kind of 50-50 late or early game when the Snarls are tapped or untapped. But anyways, there's the land mana base. Quick look at the stacks before I go talk about a few more of the other cards. 24 lands in a 2.3 average deck. Sometimes we flood out. I didn't get that much in testing this deck, but a little bit of spoiler is at least 1 game where I flood pretty friggin' hard. That's ridiculous. It really shouldn't be that bad. We do have lots of expensive stuff. We have card draw to get through our clumps fast with the Deadly Dispute here, so I don't know. Anyways, we got some removal over here. Spot removal, Bloodchief's Thirst, 4 copies of those. Love getting those. They're great early game, great late game. They're just great. They hit creatures, they hit planeswalkers. They're just great. Such a great card. It's great. And I find, me personally, may not be for everybody. I do notice a lot of other players who do run 4 full copies of Bloodchief's Thirst do end up getting a lot of copies, and they cast multiple copies against me when I'm playing. But I find I have that similar luck with Bloodchief's Thirst as well. For some reason, I draw a lot of these cards, and they often really help me out when I need it. It's kind of like my version of Blizzard Brawl, because Blizzard Brawl doesn't work for me the way it works for my opponents. Man, they so hand my arse to me with that card, but I can never get it to work that effectively for me. I run the same decks they do, same cards they just ruin me with, yet for some reason I never have a creature when I have Blizzard Brawl, or I have the Blizzard Brawl and not enough Snowlands, and it's like, ugh, whatever. Bloodchief's Thirst, on the other hand, I get it all the time. I get it when I have it all the time when I need it. Multiple copies in a game. Really piss off my opponent, but it's great on its own, right? All I need is mana. That's it. I don't need, a creature to make fight or anything. Nah, it's good. So that's my little rant about Bloodchief's Thirst and Blizzard Brawl. Not that this is a Blizzard Brawl deck anyways. Already mentioned the Eyetwitch, a little 1-mana creature we can sacrifice. Love to sacrifice because we get to hit our learn board. Hunt for Specimens gives us one of those pests that we love to sacrifice and or exile, and we also get to learn, so we get a pest to exile, and we can learn Necrotic Fumes and exile the pest for it. Already talked about Sedgemoor Witch and Professor Onyx. I don't think there's anything I missed except for Meathook Massacre. Our 4 copies of that as our only 4 board wipes. Really great, for board wipes, like I said. The other thing is, too, we are in a drain and gain deck, and this does have both those features built into it. Unlike most of our other cards that do it, we don't drain and gain at the same time. We gain life when our opponent's creatures die, and we drain our opponents when our creatures die. But that is how a lot of these work. We stack up Magecraft triggers by casting lots of Plumb the Forbidden, or just lots of spells from our sideboard. We've got you know, a sorcery here that triggers Magecraft that gets us another sorcery. So we got all kinds of fun stuff like that going on. The Meathook Massacre is pretty awesome. I don't think this is as good. I mean, it's as good as the original Witherbloom deck that I made. It's just not as budget friendly. And I think that's basically where this whole kind of deck idea and theme has been going ever since Witherbloom ended. Or not ever since rotation and we lost Bastion of Remembrance. The Witherbloom deck took a huge hit. And we've gotten some good cards coming back with Meathook Massacre, like I mentioned. Any other new cards I have in here? Not really, huh? It's all just Strixhaven. Deadly Dispute came after, but we still had a lot during that whole season during the summer, and we still had Bastion of Remembrance. Some creature lands, that's about it that we have that's new. It's the Meathook Massacre that really helps bring the deck back a bit, but like I said, not budget friendly. The original Witherbloom was very budget friendly. You didn't have to have Sedgemoor Witch. A lot of people did because it's just an awesome card to have in this style of deck. But without further ado, let's go get to those games and I'll show you how it works. But before I get to the games and show you how it works, first I want to remind you guys to all hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and comment. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Where'd you like to see maybe some of my videos go on this channel? You know, stuff like that. Let me know how you're doing. And let's get to those games now. I'm not crazy about this start. If we get something to sacrifice the Eyetwitch, we can get some card draw. I like Onyx and Witherbloom off the start, but yeah, it's definitely not worth mulliganing, I don't think, that's for sure. Looks like they're probably life gain or something. Our draining gain is going to be a tricky win then. No, for tell. Maybe they're not. I don't know. Ugh, now this. Well, I don't think we want to cast anything this turn, so let's attack in. Get some damage. Play our tap land. Literally had to draw that land on our third turn. Great. That's fantastic. Not really. There was some weird hesitation in the program there. They're tapped out. What? That's weird. Why was there a little bit of a stick there? Anyways, we can do -2 here. I don't think so. I think we use the Eyetwitch to block, and then we get a Necrotic Fumes to try to get rid of it. We can only do X2 for the Meathook. We can't activate this yet, so I guess we do nothing. Nothing, right into a Righteous... Oh no, they foretell right into a Righteous Valkyrie. And 100% guarantee that's Starnheim Unleashed. Is that a clear? It is a clear. I didn't realize this guy was a clear. How about that? Attack in, of course. Gotta get rid of my Eyetwitch. I know I wanted to go for this, but I think we need either more critters or more mana / life gain, something like that. He's got training. Can't train off a Valkyrie, so let's grab some critters, I guess. What can we do for Meathook? X -3. Let's get some of these guys out there. A little bit more of a payoff when our Meathook goes. And we also get a Witherbloom payoff as well. So that's damage we have to take. Alrighty then. We have enough for Onyx, but I think we should wipe their board. And that's enough for X -4. Perfect. No point attack. They have 3 blockers for, like, and they could just kill them all. These 2 block pests. Whatever, yeah. Let's do -4. No point in attack first. Gain some life from their stuff dying. We hurt them from our stuff dying. Also, our pests gain us life. Get rid of 2 of their Righteous Valkyries. How the hell is their hand so damn full still? Okay, it just looks like a lot more because of this Foretold card thing. Okay, they get rid of that one. That's okay, we have another. If we play Onyx... Well, this is 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll only have 1 left. Ooh, that'll work too. Yeah, cool. Let's do this, start getting rid of these Valkyries. They scare me the most. Kill this thing, because it's pretty scary too. If they can start growing that, it can eventually get to indestructible. But our Meathook can still hit, well, no, if it's indestructible, it'll be like a 10-10 or a 12-12 or something like that. We would need literally like 13 or 14 mana for our Meathook. Well, let's keep going with this, because we need to exile their graveyard before they can get their class to the next level. Get rid of those Valkyries. They're down to 12 as well. They're literally half our life total. Yeah, there's not much to play Onyx with there. So they get something back here. Get some life gain on it. And then I say we just do this for -4. We can do Onyx and -3. We have, what, 1 mana left? -3 makes them sack that. I think we just do Meathook for 4 again. Get our Meathook back on the field. Gain a life. Ugh, they gain, right, they gain life with the cleric class when they bring back a creature. So, oh my god, I hate... Man, I wish I could see my 4 copies of Righteous Valkyrie that freaking often. Yeah. I hate how much removal I've had this game and how it feels like I don't have nearly enough removal. That's ridiculous. Like, come on, like, every card is there. 3 Righteous Valkyries already. We've dealt with them so amazingly already. This is ridiculous, though. How do they keep just drawing this all? Like, come on, game. Come on. Just stop it already. Like, you gotta do it. We gotta keep their... Especially those Righteous Valkyries. We gotta keep them down. Gotta keep them in check. But here comes their 4th one. 100% guaranteed. If they don't have it now, they're gonna get it very soon. Yeah, hit the Onyx, of course. Alright, this isn't bad, though. Get some pesties going. Oh, what do we do now? Containment Breach for their thingy? No, let's get more pests. Another learn coming up. Let's grab a Containment Breach now. Let's go Mascots. Lots of creatures. They've got 3 cards Foretold. What are they? If it's a Doomscar, they'd be playing one now. Right, there it is. But that's okay, our Meathook hits them. That's why I'm like, let's get all the creatures. Our Meathook will ping, 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 ping. More creatures coming. And we'll use one of these on those 2 guys, depending on what they do. Maybe we'll wait, attack with them first, and then use it. No, we don't have any mana for that. And of course, it's just like they have they played any card draw? No. This is like, look at this absolute perfection. Ugh. I mean, I guess we've had, well, I mean, I'm supposed to have a lot of removal in this deck. It's part of the decks. Alright, well, let's sack these guys now because we can't get an attack in. We've got Mascots coming up. Hopefully we can get another land? No, I think I wanted more than 1 land. Yeah, well, there's one. That's a start. Reason I'm playing them all black is because we've got green here, so we've got lots of green. Play this in an Eyetwitch, I guess. Or do we go a couple Sedgemoor Witches, an Eyetwitch, and the thingy here? Well, that'll be 3/6. And then we'll need these two. Or do we go with mascots? Let's go Sedgemoor. I wish we could play the other one, but we won't have enough for our Plumb the Forbidden. So, yeah, let's just hold off there, I guess. Keep our mana for our Plumb the Forbidden. They have removal for our Witch. Then we can Plumb the Forbidden. They do have another Valkyrie in there. They can't get it back yet, so we can always hit them with our Hive of the Eye Tyrant next turn. They would block with their Angels, which would really suck. Let's grab a Containment Breach for that new Cleric class. So there's no rush on the Snarl with a basic land. That was actually pretty convenient. Okay, now we're getting some perfect card draw. You? No, you go. There's a pest. There's another pest. Here's another witch. There's another pest. And if they block this, they still take a damage. They can't block the witch. That's why I killed their one angel. If they block a pest, they still take damage from when our pest dies, so they go down to 2. If they kill our creatures without killing our Meathook, they just die. We got so many creatures, board wipe us. Do it. Yeah, you're just dead. That is what I remember the old Witherbloom decks were like. It was like, yeah, board wipe us. Go ahead. You just die. Okay, coming in a little late on this game. I just had my 4th turn. Forgot to hit the record button. Yeah. Mill deck, so they milled everything in our graveyard except this we casted recently and this we casted. That's about it. So what was it? Hunt for Specimens. We learned this, exiled our own pest token from Hunt for Specimens to get rid of their Rune Crab, which is actually exiled. And as you may have not quite have saw, they just galvanic copied Seize the Spoils, draw 2 cards and create a treasure token. So they just drew 4 cards. They only have 4 cards in hand right now, so something foretold by the looks of it here, yeah. And then something in graveyard, oh, the iteration. That's in their graveyard. So sorry about missing the beginning of the game, but yeah. And now we play this on one of our Eyetwitches. I'd say we get pests. It'd be nice if they didn't mill our Meathook here. Man, they milled one of... Oh no, we sacrificed one of our Eyetwitches. Pests? What do we have? 4 mana. 5. Yeah. Pests, I guess. Something else for our Deadly Dispute here. Holy shit. What is with the lands 3 in a row here after we've already been drawing enough, which is why I didn't get Enviroscience. Oh my god. What the freaking hell, game? Are you serious? Holy jeez. That's getting pretty crazy. Holy crap. Well, this sucks. We're not really getting all of our pieces together here. We want more creatures, but we want Onyx, we want Witherbloom Apprentice, we want something that has like drain and gain effects. 4 Onyxes, 4 Witherbloom Apprentice, 4 Meathook Massacres, 3 now because they milled one. That's still 11 cards in this deck we could draw. Oh my god. What are they going to hit? Do we use this now before? Did they kick it? Oh, they absolutely kicked it. Good thing they didn't double spell it. It's really a gamble. They could mill exactly what we need, and we could maybe draw it in the nick of time, or vice versa. We're going to draw garbage, and then they're going to mill everything we need. That's the way it goes. I'm so calling sabotage. If we draw garbage and they mill what we need, like, no way. No friggin' way. I have that happen way too much in this program. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Oh no, that's literally exactly what just happened. Yup. How many Onyxes did we lose? At least one. Freaking Witch, Sedgemoor Witch would have been better. I was preferring the Witherbloom Apprentices, which they just got almost all of them except one. Wow. So that's literally, I call sabotage. That's absolute horseshit. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Exactly what I said. Doesn't matter what I play, what I draw. It's always not what I need, and they always mill what I need. That's just the way the program goes. I'm a little disgusted by that. I'm just really disgusted how often that happens. I'm disgusted that I just called it. Like, that better, I'm just saying, that better not happen, and what it happened. Yeah, right. Of course, because that just happens all the time, right? That's just how magic works. That burns me something bad. Like, come on. That's inexcusable at this point. Get as much damage as we can, because we're clearly never going to win this with the way the program's going. Might as well sack our treasure to play this, because like, look at our goddamn hand. Alright, I should have grabbed mascots. Damn it, that was dumb. So much mana. I'm just so frustrated right now. This game is... oh my god. Oh, I'm so mad. Way too many lands. And our opponent's been getting not quite as, they're not milling us quite as fast as they would like to, or as they probably have the potential in their deck, but they're getting all the time in the world to set up all their pieces. That's for sure. That was a pretty good creature for them to kill. Yeah, so they're slowing damage already by just doing all that shit. Say we play Hive this time. Attack with the forest, or our creature land here. Let's grab mascots this time. Maybe we play mascots if they have a board wipe or something, draw it out of them. I don't see another Meathook Massacre. Oh no, there's one there. Yeah, they literally hit, like, just absolutely flawlessly. They, oh, for fuck's sakes. Are you kidding me? Another goddamn land? How many lands are in our that they milled us? 1, 2, 3. And then I know there's a patch of 4. And there's another patch somewhere here of 3 altogether. 5. My god. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 16 lands out of our library already. There's 8 left out of those 17. Wow. Of all those cards, there was, what, 5 lands that they milled? So, yeah, we go this way. And what, they have some instant speed perfection, no doubt. What do we got? We got to do 4 again. That's the best we can do. Oh my god, they have it too. This is ridiculous. Cast it, go ahead. They're like going to do 4. Oh, okay. I thought I clicked that already. I thought I was waiting for them. They're going to do another 4 damage. Okay, I was going to say, they destroy our land here, our creature land, then I'm just out. Bye. If we can pull this off and win this, oh my god. They're really trying to set up. They don't, if they double cast a Tasha's Laughter right now, which they can with the, oh my god, yeah. No? Okay. That's pretty good though. That's going to mill us super. We're so low on cards. Like, they've just had all the time in the world to do whatever they want. They've hit, like, we have nothing good. They just hit everything good that we always had, like, every time. How are we supposed to even have a fair chance at playing this game like that? Alright, well, let's hit in. Oh no, wait, they couldn't do the iteration because they needed 3 mana from... Ah, I thought it was only 2. They needed 3 mana plus other stuff. So let's get this down. Maybe we can start casting stuff, ping some damage in there. Hopefully we can hang in there long enough. Hopefully we can attack with Menace if they don't get more blockers. Hopefully. Oh my god, they just get 100% guaranteed they top deck that. 100% guaranteed. Do I even want to see it? Tasha's Hideous Laughter or another freaking Cacophony or something stupid? Yeah, bye. Wow. It's like, holy shit. Come on, game, let's go. Stop making me freaking mulligan every game. I think the first game I didn't, but every time after that. And what do you know, we lost the last one. That was ridiculous, though. Opponent mills every spell we have and a couple lands while we draw all our lands and sit there on our arse and do nothing. Man. Must be nice. I've run mill decks before. All I mill is lands and guard. Like, it literally, like, the luck, my luck, it's just, it's not luck. It's not luck. I don't believe that. It's not luck. Alright, we can play this unkicked. And did we do it? Yeah. Nah, let's try to go for some other stuff. You know, even if they flip this to the dragon, it's still a 2-mana creature, so we can still, with an unkicked Bloodchief's Thirst, we can still get it. I guess I should have maybe hit it. We gotta wait till they're tapped out. There isn't colors, so they might be running counter spells. What do we do here? Do we want to attack in? I kind of do. They have 2 mana open. Let's try to take care of this now. Test of Talents, right? Like, that would be the worst possible counterspell they could have right now. Because we have 4 Bloodchief's Thirst in here. So no counterspell. Let's get our free damage in then while we can, unless they're going to fry it with something, in which case we'll gain our free life. Or we'll Deadly Dispute it. I actually kind of hope they target it with something, some kind of burn spell. Fading Hope. Fine by me. Still works. We still get our life gain, we get our card draw. They don't get a scry. Mwahaha! Feels good to be on the evil side. So what do we got here? 3. We're going to have 4 next turn. Not enough for Onyx. Well, 4 lands plus a treasure. 1 away from Onyx. But that's okay. Getting a Meathook down soon would be nice. Be nice if they had creatures that we could shoot with it. Do we maybe do this? Play a land. And then do Hunt for Specimens. What do we learn, though? Maybe we do this. Grab a land. Let's get green, because we got black, black, black. Only 1 green here. Let's grab a green source. Yeah, let's go Eyetwitch. Are they holding? They're holding on to a Jwari's Disruption. They're thinking hard about countering our spells, but we always have mana open, so they're always like, no, we won't try to counter. I'm assuming that's what it is, because every time we cast a spell, they think, and then they do nothing. So here's enough for an Onyx, which we would have to tap out for that, so I really would like to get another mana. Let's do that. I think I played a land already, but that's fine. Get another black source. Attack in with our Eyetwitch. And wait. So you're going to play that Jwari's Disruption on the land side yet? Nope. End your turn, probably. You can activate that, but you won't be able to attack with it. Oh no, wait. It's only 4 mana to activate, right? Oh yeah, they can activate it. 2, 3, 4, yeah, and attack with it. What is it, a 3/2? Yeah, so we double block and kill it. Faux show. So we want to try Onyx now? Maybe? Or do we want to Bloodchiefs? Meathook? Maybe we Meathook for 4, and then our Eyetwitch gets us a learn. Definitely looks like they might be holding up a good strong counter this time. Not a Jwari's Disruption, so let's attack with our flying, get our 1 damage in. And then maybe, but we lose creature. We can get a mascot exhibition. Let's try it. We'll have what? We'll have our treasure left open, so let's do it. So if they try with something like a Jwari's Disruption, we do have the treasure to save it. Oh, they have a Foretell though. That's a Sot coming probably. That's what I mean by like a hard counter. They're gonna counter it with something we can't just pay mana to prevent. Syncopate, and they have the mana to do it there. Yeah. But they're tapped out. And we'll use that treasure for this while we can, because that's gonna become a dragon soon if we don't hit it now. I don't like their creature lands that they're saving up. We don't have any of ours. So what is this? This is 5, 6 mana for that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They should have enough for it, but that doesn't matter. They just play that. But they don't have a counter, so we get that for free and make them sacrifice.
You really want to fight me? This is my favorite part. Watch the life essence.
Nice. I wish we had mana up for Plumb, because now if they go after our creatures, they can wake up their lands and hit our Onyx, which is fine because we have a backup. Although I'd still like this one to survive so we can get Magecraft triggers. So we had to tap out to do it. I shouldn't have attacked all in. I should have saved some blockers. Yeah, okay, so they're doing that so they can create a Goblin token, but yeah, they're definitely going to take down Onyx. I definitely should have left my creatures untapped. It was just 2 damage. As soon as we get 1 Magecraft trigger from Onyx, there's our 2 damage that we gave up, right? Plus we're gaining life that way too, because we get, yeah, drain 2, gain 2. Opponent loses 2 life, we gain 2 life. So what do we do? Next turn I think we do our other Onyx.
If anyone needs me,
They have 2 mana open, yikes. That's sketchy now. Let's try it. Oh crap. How do they always, like, they've had a counter like all game. They've been nothing but sitting on counters all game. How do they've done no card draw, have they not? Nothing. Here's just a handful of everything you need. Don't worry about it. Where's our creature? Like, come on. Is this game being handed again to our opponent? Just on a silver platter. Don't think about anything. Life is great. This is ridiculous. What amazing shit did they just top deck now? Come on. Come on, game. Be a little fair sometimes. Can you give me fairness just sometimes? Oh! Yeah, because apparently I don't have 4 creature lands in this deck, or any at all. Really, those 2 cards are that much of a thinker? Yeah, of course. You wake up big guy there. Why not? Why wouldn't you? Start putting on pressure. Yeah. All right, they're tapped out at least, so we can do our mascot exhibition with Eyetwitch. But we lost our Onyx now, which is super lame. We're getting an insane amount of card draw here, though. Should have let the pest kill them. No, I wanted more card draw, though. We need more stuff. We need to out-resource them now. Finally, we get our own creature land. Hells yeah. Let's go this way. And another Onyx. Okay, I take it back. We got something there now. How much lands do we have? We have 8. Let's put them down to 6. Dang it. Dang. Oh, I want to play this after I get Magecraft triggers. But they're going to attack us with their creatures. Ugh. Damn it. So maybe they wake up at one of their creature lands and attack again. I mean, this is what, a 7/7? Yeah. We're just chumping that for sure. We don't have enough mana open for a Plumb the Forbidden. They already went to combat, but it's not too late. They can still wake some... They can do it instant speed. So they just attack in with their Goblin. So what do we trade, maybe? They're trying to hold up counters because we just drew a bunch of cards, and 100%. And they didn't draw a bunch of cards, but 100% guaranteed if they're not tapping out their mana, they have counters, or they can add damage onto this. Probably 3 damage to kill our guy here. So let's go this way. I'm pretty sure they're going to be able to kill this. No? Because I feel like they wanted me to block with the 4/4, and then they were going to add 3 damage to it with something at instant speed. A Dragon's Fire would do it. Yeah, so they take that out. Kind of figured. It's not like the game waited for them to get their Field of Ruin. They didn't have it for that long. It was only right after we got our creature land that I was complaining all game about. Or no, it was a little before it. A little bit before it. But not long, like just a little bit before we got that. They got their Field of Ruin. It's like, great. Oh yeah, there it is. We have the mana to cast this now because our land was tapped. We're going to take, what, 3 health if we sack them all? Let's sack them all. It's such bullshit that we can't line anything up. Like this guy, he hasn't drawn a single card, hasn't scribed once. We've been drawing cards like crazy and we can't set up our shit. Like, yeah, you tell me this isn't sabotage. Bullshit. Alright. I take that back now. Now we're freaking kind of exploding a little bit. Oh, I should have played this guy first. I didn't realize I'm not going to do that. Let's go here. Yeah, I totally played that out of order. But let's hold off there anyways. Because they probably have another burn down the house, because that's exactly what they would need right now. So that's exactly what they have. I can't help but be pessimistic. I just way too many games are just, oh my god. Like in paper, my worst games are just bad mana. Because it makes sense, right? Like when you have so much of your 60 card deck are lands. even if you're running an aggro deck and you're a little lower, maybe 20, 22 lands, even 20 lands is 1/3 of your deck, exactly. So we're talking at 1/3 plus of your deck is all lands. Yes, land clumping is probably the most common of issue, and it makes sense. That's not the issue I have with Arena, though. Sometimes, yes, but it's literally opponents just getting everything. This is the first card advantage card they have played all game. They did not get a scry out of this. Oh, and they just have a Goldspan Dragon. Like, come on, they just have non-stop everything amazing. Are you kidding me, game? Are you friggin' kidding me? Yeah, that sounds totally fair. This makes absolute sense. This is what I was saying before in the first game, or the second game, or whatever it was. It's like, how come every time I lose, it's just the game is like, I can't believe how they've just drawn everything like this. This is everything they've just drawn. They didn't get that scry. We denied their scry. They've only got this one. They probably set aside that Goldspan. I don't know what they exiled. It was probably the Goldspan, but whatever. Go ahead. And they have 3 mana now. Who wants to bet it's a counterspell? Betcha, betcha, betcha. See, they're thinking about casting something, but they're like, maybe I should save my mana for my counterspell, which is what they do. Wait a minute. They can't counter this land thing. We have a lot of attackers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. Plus that is 12. 14, 15. I think we can do this. 9. Let's hover here. Everything taps except the land. They might have a burn spell, like destroy something though. Or are they doing math to add up that it's enough damage? 9, 10, 11, 14, 15, 16, exactly. Oh, I'm so glad of this. Of course, though. Of course they do. Did I? They just have it all, right? Have I not been? Oh my god, like, one little expressive iteration. I guess that's all you need to just totally dominate any and every. I can't believe this. There is 1 card now. You gotta stop having everything. Nope. Nope, they just have everything. They just have everything all the time. This is unbelievable. This is unfriggin' believable. Yeah, attack all in. Do what we can. What god fresh hell are they gonna just... Oh shit, I forgot about their stupid creature lands. That's 7, 11 damage now. Shit. But they can't survive the crack... No, wait. Yeah. Play a land last turn? I don't remember playing a land last turn, or did I forget to play this post-combat? I may have done that. Whoops. Are they tapped out? Of course not. Well, they have nothing in hand, though. Okay. So we can Onyx, make them sack their Goldspan. They have no cards in hand. All they can do is wake up a creature land. That's what the stick is, right? Wake up a creature land or sack their treasure. Yeah, get rid of your damn Goldspan. I'm so mad with how much card draw I've had all game. All the work I've done to set this up. And they just had everything plopped in their lap. We better win this. We better friggin' win this.
Sorry, you don't make grade.
Alright, well this, we only have what, 4 lands left? Okay, let's attack in, get our damage. What are they down to? 4? Ooh. Oh yeah, with the Onyx triggers? Heck yeah. Both pests. Plus we got Witherbloom triggers. That's game. That's gotta be game. Yes! Oh, that was such a frustrating game. Yes! Whew. Okay, so there was the gameplay. I know I know it was only 3 games, but man, that last game, man, you know, I gotta stop. I gotta stop complaining about it. I just can't believe how hard I have to work for some wins sometimes when my opponents are just getting everything. Dang, do you know how insanely bad we can just blow up and kill someone so fast? The potential is there in this deck. But man, they always have what they need to stop us. Or we just get screwed on lands. Anyways, we lost to a mill deck. Yeah, and they clearly cheated. Somehow. Yeah, they rigged. Yeah, like, oh man, that was I think the game they really gets me. Like, how do you mill all my good stuff? Meathooks and witches and onyxes is just gone. And here's a whole bunch of lands that you get to draw. Man, the cards we drew and the cards they milled, like they milled such a few percent of our lands. They hit some, but they didn't mill a lot of our lands. Early game it was okay. We were flooding all game. I don't want to talk about it anymore. No, we're done. We're done talking about that game. Let's talk about this deck. What do you guys like about this deck? Let me know. Comment. What do you like? Would you like me to try to do a more budget-friendly version? It's hard to do. Like I said, ever since rotation happened, we lost Bastion of Remembrance. It's almost impossible to make this deck budget and effective. It's just the way Witherbloom has kind of gone since rotation. So, let me know what you think on all that. Comment, like I said, hit that thumbs up, like I said earlier in the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, especially if you've been watching my videos. It really helps support the channel, and it helps you watch more of my videos if you're watching them already. It makes it easier to watch more in the future. So that being said, another reminder to let me know what you all think about this deck, and I will see you all at the next video. Cheers.